add item to list. It'll give you the opportunity to set up your prices for it or whatever, or you can go ahead and add it as it is, and it'll put that in the list. And then so well, that item doesn't exactly go with that, but you can see what I mean.
Yeah, I understand. I understand what you're saying. Now, can you make a custom fixture? Like, let's say I want to use a mop instead of, I don't see that up there.
Absolutely. You would go to List, Fixtures, and select what fixture type you want, whether it's a laboratory. You might, for a mop sink, you might use a laundry sink. Where's that? Right there. Okay, just select New, and you can name it Mop Sink, and flood level might be, I don't know, 8 inches. Okay. Width might be 24 by 20, let's see, depth, yeah, 24. The height might be 12 inches. Distance to back for the drain. Now you can type your distances in there, or you can do it visually by moving these scroll bars, and you can see the drain back here in the back moving around a little bit, and you can set it back. You might want it right dead in the center. If you want it center, you might just set it at 12 inches distance to back, and then 12 distance to right. And then the same is true for water supply. You set your water supplies where you want them.
Okay.
And then the height of the water supplies, you might have them set up about 36 inches.
Okay.
And then we're done. There it is, mop sink, and then close. And then we select from the laundry sink list. Let's see, let's view fixture labels. All right, that's a regular laundry sink. I'm going to switch over to that mop sink. And there it is. There's our new mop sink right there.
Okay, it's still labeled LS. That doesn't change?
Oh, well, no, you can change that as well. That's laundry sink 1. That's just the tag for it. Now, you can use cancel. Let's add some laundry sink tags here. List fixture codes, we call them. I've just got one now. We'll do a new one. Fixture type will be laundry sink, and we'll say LS2. Let's use a dash in there. Okay, close. Those are completely flexible. Now we got LS2. We'll make that the mop sink, and LS1 we'll leave that as the laundry sink. And now when I double click this, I can go to LS2, my new fixture code, and there's my mop sink. So these are completely assignable and flexible, and I'll tell you why. It has to do with the screen we just looked at, where you can set it to automatically order items. If I set this on LS2, then regardless of what actual fixture I use or I assign to it, well, that's Lab 2. Let me go to laundry sink down here. Regardless of what fixture I assign to laundry sink 2, it's still going to order the same items.
Right.
So I can switch fixtures and still get the same item list. Right now that it's empty, but I might want to add 2, I don't know, laboratory.
Now, I did notice that you didn't assign as far as like a size of the drain or size of the water supplies. Is that, like, for instance, if I was going to use, let's say, a 3-inch drain on the mop sink?
Oh, okay. I'll show you why that's not necessary. Go ahead and close that out. Because I can run any pipe size I want to that mop sink. Now, it's true that some mop sinks won't handle a bigger pipe size. You might want to incorporate that in the name of the mop sink. In other words, we might call it let's go back to fixtures, and we go back to laundry sinks. We edit that mop sink. You might want to call it a 3-inch mop sink.
Okay.
And that'll remind you. Mm-hmm.
When you make the connection, I noticed that it automatically makes the connection. So how does it know what size it is?
Okay. I'll show you. Let's see. Front plan. Oh, I see what it is. I see what it is. Let me find that mop sink first. See what floor it's on.
It might be on the second.
I think I put it on the wrong floor. Yeah, I put it on the wrong floor. Okay, we'll just get rid of that. And we'll stick it down here on the first floor. And let's say I wanted to put the mop sink, stick that right there, and we'll flip it around. Okay, now the pipe size. All right, I see that the name of it's a 3-inch mop sink, so I can run a 2-inch pipe or a 3-inch pipe to it. It doesn't matter. I select my pipe size over here. I could run a 4-inch if the plumbing supported a 4-inch. I've only got a 3-inch branch here, so I can't run a 4. But whatever pipe size is selected over here is what it's going to automatically connect. So I've got to be, mindful of the fixture and know what size the fixture can handle.
Okay, let's say with the lavatories, you had a 2-inch line going over to pick up your lab. It would automatically change to 1.5 inches?
The vent would automatically change to 1.5 inches. That is correct. Let's see. Let me see what I'm doing here. Okay. Front. Okay, I'm going to have to add that 2-inch. I'm going to select 2-inch because I know that's what I want to run to that lav.
Okay.
And I just drag it over. And the only thing that changes to 1.5 inches is the trap, because it knows that lavatories have an 1.25 inch drain typically, and you typically, as plumbers, we typically use an 1.5 inch bag trap.
Right.
But let's see, side view. And here's my lavatory, and there's the trap. Now, true, I can go in and change that to 2-inch and do the same with the drain if I want to. I wouldn't do that typically with the lavatory, but I have that capability.
Okay.
And so you can go in if you were doing a crawl space. We can't use a 1.5 inch pipe in a slab based on our code, but if you were doing a crawl space, you could go in and switch that down to a 1.5 inch, even though it automatically gave you a 2-inch riser or stack. You could go to 1.5 inch, and even any pipe you can change the size of, unless there was a configuration that created a fitting that's not in the database, such as if I did tried to do a 4-inch branch off of that 3-inch branch, it would tell me, what it's going to do is automatically revert down to 3-inch.
Okay.
some fittings, sometimes it'll give me a little alert saying it can't find the fitting. But what it's set up to do now is simply revert back to the pipe size of the branch. Let's see what happens when I try to do a 4 here. It's going to switch right back to 3. It won't let me go any larger than the branch I'm connecting to.
Okay, that's like a little safety mechanism, I guess.
Yeah, it's a little logic built into the program.
Okay.
And I started to touch on the bill of materials. The estimates work the same way, except it builds your list indiscriminate of the phase of construction. In other words, it adds all phases of construction up when it builds your estimates.
Right, right. Well, the most interest that I have in this is for design build, to be able to transfer to a plan, for plan check and everything, and the icing.
Right. Do I still have you? Your sound went out, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good. Okay. Now, we use a lot, and I don't know if this is of any use to you, but when we're doing slabs, you may just be in the design end of it, but as plumbing contractors, we do like to pre-cut our DWV piping. And
yes.
And so we can do we select what phase of construction, and it'll give us a list. Okay, the slab phase is all the pipes below floor level 0, and this is a crawl space, so it's not going to have any pipes. But I'll do a pipe cut list, DWV.
Basically, it's going to do a takeoff for you for the slab dirt. I got you.
Well, it's going to tell me how long each pipe is, and this part of it is the pipe cut list. And so I can pre-cut all my piping, dig the trenches, and lay the pipe in there without having to drag a tape measure through the sand or dirt or whatever you're working in.
Oh, okay. So basically you just assemble it.
Right. It's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together.
Right, right.
We can send anybody in the field with a drawing and this pipe cut list. Each number over here in the left column corresponds to a number assigned by QuickPlumb, so we can view pipe numbers. And we'll turn the let's turn the graphics off. So you can see now there every pipe number is listed there beside the pipe, and the guys can look at this printout and they know which pipe goes where and how long it should be.
Okay. All right, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that saves us a lot of time. We can do a slab. Our company, Epiphany Software, is separate from our contracting company, but we do still maintain a contracting company, and they use this program religiously, as you might imagine. And they can do a slab. 2 guys can do a slab in 4 hours, typical house.
Wow.
Which is pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
And
okay.
Let's see what else. Of course, you can do a pipe cut list for water distribution as well.
Right. Show me, what I'm really interested in is show me how, let's say you're done doing the drawing, you got your isometrics, you got your plan view. Now, how would I transfer